my glorious families. I welcome you to today's chapter of the day. Guess what book we are reading today? It's a book that I love so much and a book that is so fearful to me whenever I read. Okay, let me help your guess. It's also the last book of the whole Bible, the book of Revelations, a book that reveals the end from the beginning. It's telling us the end from the beginning. So right now, you can't tell me you do not know what might happen during rapture. You can't tell me that unless you have not visited the book of Revelation. The book of Revelations is so fearful. Like, it's a book you will read and your life will not remain the same again. So I will advise maybe you do a chapter a day, every day till you finish the whole chapter. I think it's about 12 chapters, if I'm not mistaken, please. I stand to be corrected. Let me confirm. I think it's about 12 chapters. Is it 12? Or more than 12? Anyway, the book of Revelation is a very interesting book. So I will say, try it out. Because it's, it's not 12, oh, please. It's not 12 chapters. I'm already seeing chapter 22. 22 chapters, sorry. It's not 12, oh, it's 22 chapters. Oh, so I must have mixed it up with another book. So it's an interesting book. Please visit it. So let's see what chapter 4 has to tell us. The throne room of heaven. The throne room of heaven. After this I looked, and there in heaven was an open door. The first voice I had heard speaking to me like a trumpet said, can you take note of that? The voice was speaking like a trumpet. Okay. He said, come up here and I will show you what must take place after this. Now, afterwards, I don't know because this is chapter 4, so you have to read chapter 1 to 3 to know what else or what has been spoken in the past. So I want to quickly because I made a video particularly for this chapter 1, verse 1 alone, where it compares the voice he heard to the voice of a to the sound of a trumpet. So the only animal that sound like trumpet is what? Is an elephant. Bah! So if an elephant sound like trumpet, that means we can see God even in elephants, because he's hearing the voice of God and it sounds like a trumpet. And in the case of Moses, it was a bush engulfed in fire, but yet the bush was not burnt. God used that to attract or to get Moses' attention. So here is a voice sounding like trumpet. Can't you see God is everywhere? God is everywhere, even in these wild animals that he created. If you check, he is there. Because I am a mom, and if you check my children, you will see a little bit traces of me or more traces of me in my kids. So God made those animals and God is in them too. So anyway, let's read on. Verse 2. Verse 2. Immediately I was in the spirit, and there was a throne. That's immediately. He got in trance. That means even though it has happened to me only once in my lifetime. In my life, I don't want to say lifetime because I still wish to experience it again. That even though my eyes were wide opened, I saw things happen. So sometimes it will it will look to you like a dream until that thing is clear. Then you realize you're not even in bed, you're not even sleeping. So it happens, and it is a gift, but we all have the gift. We just need to move closer to God to activate. Everything is in us. We just need to activate them. Those gifts are there. Just activate it. And by activating it, it means hard work, like being closer to God, one of which is reading the Bible, doing your devotional. Not what I'm doing right now. What I'm doing is a public thing, but personally in your closet, giving God his time, a time of communication. Immediately I was in the spirit, and there was a throne in heaven, and someone was seated on it. Oh, Jesus. The one seated there had the appearance of jasper and cornelian stone. A rainbow that had the appearance of an emerald surrounded the throne. I'm already sparkling. There is no how. The book of Revelation is too revealing. Revealing. It's taking you into the heavens. It's telling you heavens exist. It's real. Hell and heavens are real. Verse 4. Around the throne were 24 thrones, and on the thrones sat 24 elders, dressed in white clothes with golden crowns on their heads. Flashes of lightning and rumbling and peals of thunder came from the throne. 7 fiery torches were burning before the throne, which are the 7 spirits of God. Now, tell me how this is not revealing. 24 elders, 7 spirits of God. Are we going to start studying the 7 spirits of God? We can't even study God. It's unimaginable. You can't study him. God is not what you can study. No. Something like a sea of glass, similar to crystal, was also before the throne. 4 living creatures covered with eyes in front and in back were around the throne on each side. Hey, the first living creatures was like a lion. Okay, I told you there are animals in God, right? I mean, there are God in animals. I'm sorry. There are God in animals. All right? Oh my God. The voice in verse 1 sounded like trumpet. Now, he says the first creature were around the throne on this side. The first living creature was like a lion. The lion of the tribe of Judah. The second living creature was like an ox. The third living creature had a face like a man. Hey, God. God created animals. Then he created us last. We are seeing God even in those animals. And he's here. Everything is here. It's a proof. He said the last creature is like the face of a man, face of us. And the fourth living creature was like a flying eagle. And he said each of the 4 living creatures had 6 wings. Hey. They were covered with eyes around and inside day and night. They never stopped saying, "Holy, holy, holy, Lord God, the Almighty, who was, who is, and who is to come." So this chanting continuously is being said to worship God in heaven. Somebody said, somebody wrote the Bible. So the book you read in school to pass your exam, it is not somebody that wrote it. Why did you read it to pass? Why did you not go and write your own? So when it comes to the one God wrote, everyone is coming against it. Verse 9. Whenever the living creatures give glory, honor, and thanks to the one seated on the throne, the one who lives forever and ever, the 24 elders fall down before the one seated on the throne and worship the one who lives forever and ever. They cast their crowns before the throne and say, "Our Lord and God, you are worthy to receive glory and honor and power, because you have created all things, and by your will they exist and were created." Wow. Let's do a little bit of, I'm already on 9 minutes. In view of God's grace and mercy, that's a commentary, in providing for our salvation, we should respond in grateful worship. Grateful worship. So now tell me, if God is being worshipped like this day and night, non-stop in heaven, and we say we are angry with God, I don't want to worship him, does it stop him from being God? No. Those who use all their lives arguing there is no God, does this stop God from being God? Does this stop the worship from going on? No. Worship continues right there in the heavenlies. Glory, honor, adoration unto you, O Lord. Unto thee, O Lord, do I lift up my soul. Thank you for watching. Bye, everyone.